My son Joseph Wilson Jr. was murdered almost 2 years ago. We've been in trial since September 12th, and I'm concerned with the outcome that came today. Etanis Cumba Jr. was found not guilty of murdering my son when he clearly was guilty. There was a juror who turned around and was seen with a group of his family and friends yesterday, anywhere from 10 to 20 of them. Went down the stairs, she was surrounded by them. Went down the stairs with them. She was seen later talking on a payphone, highly agitated and upset. We brought that to the attention of our family advocate, victim advocate, and then the DA last night, and then again this morning. They brought it to the judge's attention. The judge confronted that juror, asked her a few questions. The juror told her no on everything, lied to the judge straight up.
Excuse me, who lied?
The juror.
Was that a male or a female?
Female juror. And then she turned around and let her go back to deliberating. A short time later, within an hour I'd say, my son's killer was acquitted. He was found not guilty. I need somebody to hear our story. I need them to know this boy is guilty. There is evidence that was heard in open court. There was evidence of him writing letters, telling people what to say and how to say, and don't tell them that he said it. There was letters of him talking about snitches and bitches and jail. There was phone conversations from the jail to his mother and brother stating, have they searched my room? If they did, get it out of my room. If he was not guilty, there should have never had any of this conversation on his own voice, his own writing, and yet they found him to be not guilty.
Excuse me?
And plus they had letters on it.
Yep. Now, did you see something else? Was there something else that you thought was upsetting while you were in the courtroom?
Yes. His family and friends acted as if we were the ones doing something wrong, that we had done something wrong.
How did they do that?
They were the victims. We were the victims. They acted as we came up to the floor, even before the trial started. They would take their finger and go from one side to the other. They would laugh, they would joke. During the trial, I was called to the stand to tell who my son was and to identify a picture of my son so that they had an idea who he was. The daughter of the victim, of the defendant, Etanis Cumba's sister, laughed out loud in court and was told just to be quiet. Then, when there was a scene where my son's last breaths were taken, the couch filled with blood, his family laughing, told just to quiet down, left in the courtroom. A couple of days later into the trial, another woman walked through the door with a white rag across her head with not guilty in black across it, able to walk completely into the courtroom and sit down, and then turn around, sit there a few seconds before somebody said something to her, and only asked to remove it, not to leave the courtroom. I feel we have been victimized once again, not only with the fact that we have lost my son, but now his killer walks free, and we can't do anything about it. I need somebody to know and hear they have just let a killer out in the streets, and I'm concerned for anybody else's family.